Hi, I'm August Keller, and this is my review of Poor Things. Poor Things is my favorite movie of 2023. It's special, it's artistic, it's meaningful, and it is just very unique. There are a lot of themes, and they all work together really well. It has themes of control, sexuality, autonomy, inequality, innocence, humanity, awakening, abuse, sociology, and authenticity. Each of those topics could warrant a movie of its own, but it really flows all together really well. It's about someone becoming human and seeing that process through a different perspective. It's refreshing how it brings these things that we take for granted, these topics that are very deep and very personal, and refreshes them because it's through a new set of eyes. And despite all that, it's very heady. The movie's fun. It doesn't come across like this boring slog of preachy topics because there's a lot of deadpan comedy. The dialogue is very precise and witty. The characters are really flavorful. The philosophies that I was talking about, they're all very accessible. It flows between philosophies and makes them really easy to digest. It embraces taboos fearlessly. It's exciting and it's interesting, and that's part of what makes it so refreshing is that it's just so open. Arcs are extensive. They're very pronounced. Every arc, the character really earns it, and they go very far, and it's very satisfying. And it's all built off of a very high concept. It's got a high concept that's really easy to just take in and run with. The acting, I think, is just triumphant. It's committed, it's primal, it's genuine, it's funny. There's a lot of physicality. It evolves throughout the movie seamlessly, and it's the evolution is pronounced again, but it's seamless. It's extremely vulnerable. It's ranged. It's heartfelt, and it's fearless. It's really just totally going for broke. All the acting. I mean, Emma Stone is a great actress. I think we all know this, but to me, this is the best I've ever seen from her. This was a powerhouse performance. Some might find the movie problematic. I don't really buy into that. I think the protagonist is maturing at an accelerated rate, and all their eroticism is purposeful. It all has meaning. They lean into it because it's it's expressing her freedom. If they had shied away from showing the eroticism, it would have really undermined all the messages that the movie was trying to convey, which is that we should be comfortable with these things, and we should, if she's happy, then we should be happy for her. Overall, it's an absurdist metaphor, but a strong one that's relatable. It has incisive commentary, sincere emotions, and psychological insight. The mind, the heart, and the sociology of it is all just comes together perfectly. From a technical standpoint, Poor Things is eclectic, it's cohesive, it's heightened, it's original, it's ambitious, and it's playful. It really is a work of art. The way it's so clearly coming from a unified voice, and it's so heightened and extreme and fun. The imagery uses extreme lenses, colors, framing, angles, lighting, and focus. It's the kind of movie where you see an image from it and you know what movie that image is from. The editing has inserts, dissolves, crosscuts, chapters, smash cuts, and pacing. I think the editing is maybe a less exciting aspect of this film. It does run a little long, but for me, I was hooked the whole way through, and the chapters are fun, and the timing comedically is great, but it isn't particularly flashy. The sound has split cuts, silence, perspective, atmosphere, and exaggeration. And the sound isn't the strongest suit of this film, but it it creates an atmosphere and it creates a tone. Now the music is something special. The music is inventive, it's raw, it's uncanny, and it's intentional. I heard an interview with the musician. He's talking about how he tried to make the music sound human and mechanical at the same time, combining two different kinds of instruments. He combines mechanical and human elements to make the music sound both at the same time. So that really reflects how the protagonist feels and how they are and what they're going through. The cast, I think, is just perfect. It's got depth. It's got fame, it's got all the skill you need, and it's career defining. I think this might be the role that Emma Stone is remembered for. The production design is another powerhouse aspect of this film. It's surreal. It has like a real sense of artifice, kind of like Wes Anderson-y, where it's supposed to look fake, and that's artistic to me. I mean, if it's intentional, because again, that's reflecting the themes and the character, how she feels artificial. There's world building. It's got a real interesting combination of aesthetics, like retrofuturism, and some call it steampunk. I think they were trying to stay away from any one defining. I think they wanted to make something of their own. But there's detail, there's texture, there's immersion, and there's motivation. The costumes reflect the characters and their evolution, and in turn the themes. The effects are also very immersive. They kind of go hand in hand with the production design. They're tangible. There's a lot of makeup and prosthetics. There are touches of CGI, there are stunts, there's a little bit of gore, there are miniatures, and there are cutouts. I think there are projectors involved too. So they're using a lot of different techniques to create a very immersive, singular experience. So, yeah, in the end, Poor Things is a parade of imagination. I think that's probably just the simplest way to put it. I think it's special. I would recommend it to everyone, even though it is risque. I would be careful who I watch it with, but I think it's a movie that everyone can take something from. It's a combination of art, heart, and mind. It's very thoughtful, it's very emotional, and it's very just so much filmmaking and craft went into it. That's pretty much all you can ask for from a film. Oh, and it's fun. It's fun and it's entertaining. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. If you like what you saw here, please feel free to like and subscribe and leave a comment. I also have an Instagram linked below. I recommend checking that out, and I appreciate any support that you're willing to give. At the very least, thank you for watching this video. It means a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye.